Real-world data is messy. There's an enormous amount of data out there that exists in data formats that are not simply Parquet, JSON, CSV, or open table formats like Delta Lake and Apache Iceberg. For example, you might want to ingest videos as data, or maybe you want to write to other table formats. They may not be open source or they may be proprietary. Maybe you want to write to a vector database. How do you do all of this while still leveraging the power of a distributed data engine? Here at Daft, we created user-defined data sources and data sinks to address exactly this problem. Hi, I'm Desmond, and in the next minute, I'm going to show you how easy it is to enhance Daft to write to a new vector database format in 100 lines of code. Let's consider a popular vector database, ChromaDB. I'm going to run the script, and what it's doing is that it's going to generate some sample data and write it to Chroma. In this dataset, I've inserted two documents about Canada. When I query this Chroma dataset for documents related to Canada, we see that these two documents pop up as the most relevant. Now let's say I don't just have 10 records. Let's say I have 1 million documents that I want to pre-process with distributed workers. We can easily do this in Daft by using our new data sync feature. To create a data sync, all you have to do is define 3 key pieces. 1. What do you do at the start of your write? 2. How do you write each batch of data? And 3. What do you do at the end of your write? For a vector database here, we only really need to define the second part, how we're going to write out batches of data. In this case, we'll extract the documents and metadata from a batch of data and add these to the Chroma collection. For good measure, we'll then collect information about how many rows of data we've written. Once we define this custom data sync, we can use it with our Daft data frames. So we're going to do the same thing as we did in the starting script and generate some documents. We're then going to pass this into Daft, and then we're going to write it out with our new data sync. And we're done. We can now use this data sync to write to Chroma with all the power of the Daft data engine. Just for fun, I'm going to open up a PR on Daft with this new data sync. So I'm going to commit this change. Push it, and open up a PR. There we go. Hopefully we'll merge it in soon. And there you have it. In a single file and 100 lines of code, we've added the ability for Daft to perform distributed writes to a new vector database. Check out our documentation if you want to do the same for new sources and sinks. Pip install Daft today and give it a go. I can't wait to see what workloads it unlocks for you. Thanks for watching.